Hey, what's up, chads? Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're an OG, and today we got a lot of really good stories out of our hands. We only have one bad story, but you guys will look at it and you guys are like, hey, they can go pound sand, I don't even care. And with that, I want to get right into it. If you're new here, I cover all the big gaming news. If a chad like you is into that, then turn those notifications on and smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It helps out a ton, and recently, you guys have been absolutely killing it, and I appreciate each and every single one of you chads out there, okay? I absolutely mean it when I say it. Our first story is a big one. We're hearing that PS5 and Xbox Series X will achieve dream of movie quality graphics, says Epic. And I can already see you guys in the comments. You guys were like, well, I doubt that one, Skizzle. I don't believe it. But this is what Epic Game Chief's technology officer has claimed. He claims that PS5 and Xbox Series X will enable him to achieve his lifelong dream of delivering movie quality visuals in video games. And here's the thing, right? Like, I can totally see some of you guys be like, yes, Skizzle, it's all talk, like, show us. And you're correct in that. Like, I would be saying the same thing. I would be pressing extra doubt on that one big time as well. But you gotta take a look at this, right? The Unreal Engine 5. They revealed that not so long ago, and of course someone will say, well, because I'm not really mind blown, and I wasn't mind blown either. I was really impressed, and I'm still impressed by looking at it. It looks really good, right? And this was probably one of those first things, because for sure we had that Xbox reveal. People were disappointed because they said that we're gonna see next gen gameplay, but all the games looked like PS4, like, let's be real, or Xbox One in that case, right? But then they came out with the Unreal Engine 5 and it blew people's minds away. Maybe not your mind, but a lot of people's minds were blown away, okay? I'm gonna put it that way, okay? Smash the like button for me to be brave and see all of that stuff, guys. But this is truly impressive. So looking at this, the fact that they have showed us something at least, and now they're talking about that they want to bring that whole movie aspect into it. I truly am excited. Like, I want to see what they are capable of doing, because this Unreal Engine 5 that was running on the PS5 truly tells us a lot. And for sure, like, if you're somebody who plays on the Microsoft Xbox, you already know that you guys are gonna be having 12 teraflops, and the Sony ponies are only gonna have like 10.2 teraflops if I'm not mistaken. You guys are gonna be getting the bigger stick, but keep in mind, it's not about who got the bigger stick, it's all about who is swinging it, said General Shepard once in Modern Warfare 2. Okay, let's put it that way, okay? And we got a quote, right? This is what VGC is saying. Speaking in the latest issue of official PlayStation Magazine UK, Epic's Kim Liberi claimed that the new console would fulfill his long-time goal, partly thanks to Unreal Engine 5 nanotech, which is claimed will allow devs to put movie quality assets in their games. Quote, it has been a lifelong dream of mine that real-time computer graphics, and in particular games, can be as believable and realistic as a movie. That's what he said. And next-gen graphics and processing power will not only make games more immersive, but will also enable entirely new gameplay concept that can take advantage of fully dynamic environments and lighting, much improved physics, smarter AI, and richer multiplayer experiences. And I know that some of you guys were like, well, Skizzle, they're gonna make it $70. I'm out, you know, deuces. I don't even care about it. $70, they can go pound sand. And listen, I see where you're coming from, right? Like, I made that angry video the other day. I'm not sure if you guys seen it or not, but dog, $70 for a video game for NBA 2K21? I don't know about that one, okay? Now, hear me out, right? I know that inflation exists. I am personally fine with a $10 increase, because you gotta understand, inflation exists. Like, every single thing has been, the prices are going up. So a video game that used to cost $60, and it has been like this for years, right? So if they want to increase $10, hey, that's not really a big deal per se, but it is a big deal knowing the fact that they're pulling out this card where, hey man, like, you know what, the development cost is getting bigger and bigger. While that's not true, right? Games are getting easier and easier to make. Now, for sure, for a company like Rockstar Games, it's getting a little bit harder because they like to take a lot of their time. That's basically where it's at. It's not really harder, but it's time consuming, and of course, time equal money. I totally get that. But microtransactions are literally making them triple the amount of money, right? Like, they're swimming in Benjis, guys. So if they're gonna come out and use this card like, hey man, video games, they cost a lot more money to make, this is not true. It is true for single player games that doesn't have microtransactions, right? So for a single player game, hey, I'm totally fine with the $70 price tag if they do not have microtransactions and the game is polished and it's beautiful. The playtime is like above 15 hours and people are really satisfied with it. Hey, $70 is a really good. For NBA 2K21, let me be real, it's just extra sweat, guys. So they were the first one to do it. So of course, like, other studios will follow in their footsteps as well. And the fact that now they're gonna be coming out and they're like, hey, PS5 and Xbox Series X will have movie quality graphics. I mean, I don't doubt him. Last of Us 2 is a prime example. Like the graphics, like, of course I'm not really gonna touch about the story or anything like that. I don't agree with the story, but graphically Last of Us 2 is amazing. Like you gotta consider the fact that it was only on PS4, so they didn't even put it on PS5. So in that regards, I really think in the future this is really gonna be good. But $70, dude, I think I'm out, okay? I think I'm out. Personally, I'm in Canada, so the games are gonna be like $100 and with taxes as well, so like almost like 115, almost like 15% tax. So that's what we have here in Canada, at least for me, like in Quebec, right? So it's gonna be wild. And you gotta consider the fact that there are 220 countries. I'm not a geographic professional out here, I'm just a YouTuber, okay? I'm not an expert or a psychologist or a scientist, okay? But you gotta consider that there are over 200 countries, right? So I'm not sure the currency exchange rate is gonna be wild for some folks out there. So on the flip side, we got a horror story, and this is absolutely wild, and I'ma pull that card out, innocent till proven guilty. And it is really true, right? Like I'ma explain just a little bit because we got no proof, and this is where I don't agree, man. I really don't agree. Of course, I don't want to be pro somebody who's doing Easter eggs unwillingly. I'm not about that life, but you gotta hear me out, all right? Because what we're hearing is that Ubisoft executive leaves company following, I cannot say that word on YouTube. Let's say he did do Easter eggs unwillingly, but there is no proof. Nobody knows if that's true or not. Ubisoft VP Maxime Belland has resigned, but for sure, I don't think he wanted to be fired, and Ubisoft was probably breathing down his neck, and they were like, hey man, we're gonna fire you, so you better quit. And that's what he did from the company. And this is what we're hearing. Ubisoft executive Maxime Belland has resigned from his position on the company's editorial team following accusations of doing Easter eggs unwillingly. Belland had previously been suspended, and that has been pending the outcome of an internal investigation, and the investigation is continuing despite his departure. See, that's something I don't agree with, man. Like for sure, if you want to put the man on thin ice, like put him on thin ice for a little bit, but there is no proof that he did do Easter eggs unwillingly, and that part still costed him his job. And truly, you gotta think like this way, right? Like what if he didn't do Easter eggs unwillingly and he still got fired and he still resigned? That's absolutely wild. That absolutely sucks. And if he did do Easter eggs unwillingly, let's hope the justice happens. But on the other hand, we're getting a pretty good news though. But some of you guys will be like, hey man, I don't feel so good about it. Uncharted 5 is in the news, guys, and I really am excited to cover this story because Sony's secret studio in San Diego actually recruited former Naughty Dog artists. So this is like a secret studio. It's not Naughty Dog studio, but they recruited former Naughty Dog artists, because I know that right now people have been like all over the place. Some people are like, hey man, I'm never gonna buy any game from Naughty Dog. And personally, man, my hype has died down as well for Naughty Dog. Like I'm a huge Naughty Dog fan, but what they have done with The Last of Us Part 2 only in terms of story, otherwise the game is pretty good, right? I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about Uncharted 5. Like I'm a huge Uncharted fan. Like I want to see Uncharted 5, 6, Uncharted 60,000, okay? I'm gonna put it that way. But this story just happened, and this is what we're hearing. Sony Visual Arts Development Studio, the secret San Diego team, believed to be working on a new Uncharted entry. So this is just leak rumors, but it is very likely they're gonna put Uncharted 5 out. Let's be real, a lot of people want that game, myself included. It's a successful franchise, so surely Sony wanna reboot that or wanna continue the series. It's gonna happen, folks. It's just gonna happen. Maybe it's not gonna happen like in a year or 2 years from now, but it's probably gonna happen in the next 5 years, okay? I'm gonna put it that way. They recently attracted a new talent. Apparently the recruit is Zach Oliver. He's a former environment artist from Naughty Dog who worked on the studio's last 4 projects, including The Last of Us Part 2. And according to Oliver's newly updated LinkedIn page, he left Naughty Dog in June and soon thereafter joined the San Diego team in question as a senior environment artist. And that could be unannounced Naughty Dog project. This is what we heard like back in 2018, and this is like the studio. So PlayStation acquired the studio, and if you have seen that PlayStation whole like studio intro cutscene, we surely have seen the face of Nathan Drake.